Pussy poppers, it is your boy. Cliff the Gift slinging that wood, not that stick. Your man might keep it 100, but you see me, I'm gonna give you that extra inch. And we are here with another 2018 edition. Cliff Notes Radio is here. We live again. Yeah. We got everybody in the building tonight, man. G is in the building. Introduce yourself, man.
Oh man, look.
Oh man.
I'm G.
Man.
Come on, man.
Y'all got hold on, man. They got the net almost bit me. But look, I'm gonna let G.
You brought them mosquitoes with you from Louisiana?
You brought it from you.
No, you brought them bitches from Louisiana.
I think you just flawed your little head.
Come on, man.
It's dummy gnats in this motherfucker. When the gnats attack.
But yeah, man, this G out of Baton Rouge. You know, I'm down here in Cali. I'm loving it down here. You know, I love y'all women down here. They got some big ass foreheads, but hey, I love y'all though. Real talk. I'm enjoying myself down here. You know, hanging with Cliff, trying to see what he got to talk about today. You know, trying to see what the topic is.
You say the women with big foreheads. MJ, a LA native.
She got. I mean,
She
she
got
nice
a
though.
big
She
forehead.
nice. She got a big forehead, but she beautiful. I like
Thanks,
MJ,
G.
You know.
MJ, do you feel like you got a big forehead?
Yeah, I feel like I got a big forehead.
You got a whole lot of head.
I really do, and I just got this fresh cut, so
I see.
Love your heat.
nothing major.
Lineup game
Love
not
your
on
heat, 'cause I
point.
love your heat.
Her line not on point?
Nah.
But see, my thing is, I'm not trying to
wanna
get a
keep the natural-
lineup.
you wanna keep the
Yeah,
natural, okay.
I feel like every woman can't pull off a lineup, bro. Like I already got a lot of forehead. I don't need my shit way back here.
Should women get a lineup?
Nah, bro.
Some women.
Y'all, the number to call in is
nothing wrong with the
310-955-4966.
I mean, I done seen
Hey,
some. I done
wondering.
seen women with a nice lineup, but I
Yeah,
done seen
it looks
natural.
good.
But don't have like the squared like a nigga.
Yeah,
you
that's
gotta
what-
have a super sharp squared lineup.
But
Like,
see that,
I think if you line it up, you got it like
that's
almost
how
get
Amber
there.
Rose had hers at one time. I did see her with a little lineup.
Amber Rose had she did have a
She
lineup.
did for a second, but then she switched and went back to the natural line.
nah, it be some women that have like
she
the
really good
rounded corners and
It
like.
looking weird, like
See, this is the problem right here.
like my
You
little
you guys gotta dictate how our hair looks.
No, we not saying that.
It's
We
like-
just saying
It
if
is
you
what
get a
you're
line
saying.
up.
It is what you're saying, because I could say a whole lot about how y'all heads be looking. Like you guys will go and
Y'all
get
do
a haircut
say it.
and don't even realize that you guys got acne in the back of your neck.
Nah, me.
No, niggas be knowing. They just ain't knowing the
Exfoliate the back of your neck, my nigga.
Nigga, buy skin tight. Google search your skin tight, nigga.
Yeah.
Nigga,
I just-
all that shit.
Razor bumps on your
And
neck.
razor bumps on your neck,
Skin
like
tight.
y'all need
You
to
got
get it
skin
together.
tight.
And if you guys get a haircut, you need to clean your ears. You guys be so worried about fresh cut Fridays and be having wax and shit in your ears. So
and hair.
don't come
And
for
hair.
That's real.
Hey, that's
That's it
true.
for you.
But getting back to my point,
But that
there's
ain't us,
nothing
though.
wrong with a woman getting a lineup.
No, I mean, do what you want to do.
If a woman wants to get that shit,
You can shave it all and go,
Don't try
go
to
Dora
switch it
Milaje
up,
ball.
Tori.
what you saying? You
You
talking like
said-
I'm one of these niggas that be having earwax and hair behind my ears.
I just looked in your
What
ear.
you
Your
saying?
ear's actually really clean. So
Clean your
So
game.
I'm just
Tori
saying.
got clean ears, y'all.
Well, man, everybody gotta introduce themselves. We're gonna start off with our guest, man. No, we're gonna start off with MJ
Yeah.
on the panel. We already got G.
Hello, everyone. This is Queen MJ. Hello, everyone. Also known as president of the Thick Thigh Rub Association. Now taking applications.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, I'm back. I'm blessed, and welcome back to Cliff Notes Radio. Here we are talking our shit.
Once again,
Well, yes, was that next to is the light bright nigga.
these niggas, man. Cliff always doing that. Like, can't nobody see him on the camera and shit.
I wasn't actually on the camera, but
But anyway, it's your boy T Rich, you punk bitch. I'm back here on Cliff Notes Radio. The lights is on, the rent is paid, the show lives on again, and we're here
Yeah.
to talk some more shit. So y'all make sure y'all tell your friends, brothers, sisters, cousins, uncles, aunties.
Tune in, y'all.
Y'all motherfuckers feel free to call in. Motherfucking drop some comments on the live stream. We here, man. We gonna be here talking that shit for the next 2 hours. So yeah.
and behind the boards we got the man who makes it all possible. You know, come on, tell them who you are, brother.
It's your boy Young Lil, aka the Black MacGyver, also known as Mr. 420 himself. I ain't got that much sleep over the weekend, but I'm here and I'm happy to see all of y'all.
Come on in, Lily. I mean,
Nigga, you think you funny.
I'm just messing with you,
You
man.
think you funny.
Bring it back to, but man,
Bring it back to.
y'all already know. It's Cliff the Gift, slanging that wood, not that sticky. Man, might keep it 100, but you see me, I'm gonna give you that extra inch. The man, the myth, the legend, the gift. Y'all know it's me coming through with another 2018 edition Cliff Notes Radio. We here talking our shit, and we gonna bring it through for you, you motherfucking
It's
bitch.
been a crazy motherfucking week, man.
It has
It's
been,
some
bruh.
shit going down.
Dog, for our Ain't That Some Shit, this is a segment of the show that I really love and enjoy. Did y'all see where the guy who actually is arrested for the murder of Triple X Tentacion that we was talking about last week was actually on Instagram showing off the Louis bag?
No.
And we was talking
please don't
about
tell me.
shining for the clout and all of that.
Wow.
And we was talking about what people do for attention. And I kind of knew that eventually, whoever did this to this young man, whoever took this young man's life was going to be caught. Strictly off of the fact that they wanted to be praised for it. It got so much attention. We as human beings in this day and age, especially people his age, the people who was around him to try to take his life, we're going to be the type of people who wanted to be attention seekers. We're gonna be the type of people who wanted to get clout from actually doing a devious deed and saying that that's something to be proud of. Like, why is it running off on the plug is a good thing? Why is it being dishonorable is such a good thing these days?
Right.
And these dudes were straight up showing the Louis bag, got arrested. Now his brother is on Instagram and everything, you know, talking about keep my brother name out y'all mouth, he innocent and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. But y'all just showed off the bag y'all took from him. Y'all was like, don't be claiming bodies that y'all ain't got. Don't be like taking somebody's life is nothing.
Man,
It's just that niggas want to be famous so bad. They'll do anything for the fame.
yeah.
Like,
Stupid.
nigga do anything for the fame. Like, you could, nigga just be like, man, look, I'm about to just go walk in the highway and just dance in the middle and just stop traffic.
Right.
This shit gonna go viral.
You talking?
Nigga just will do anything for the fame. I mean, I think that's why nigga just be so quick. I mean, I'm gonna just go post that shit on Instagram. Fuck it. This shit gonna go viral. I might go to jail, but fuck it. I'm gonna be famous when I get out.
Stupid ass.
Man,
Right.
That's how a lot of niggas think, for real.
Boonk Gang is one of those dudes who I feel is really one of those people like that. Like that dude, his initial video ended up him in jail. His first video that made him go viral. He went into the Popeyes and
Stole
straight
chicken.
up walked behind the counter and fixed his own chicken and walked out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
He went to jail off that?
I think he did go to jail for that one. If it wasn't for that one, it was for the shoes at the Foot Locker.
I remember that nigga stole that watch. I was like, somebody is gonna pop this nigga.
Man,
But no, well, after the first one, they all set up after that. They look fake to us, but he like let
so
us
he
know
puts them
before, like I'm
together?
gonna take that, I'm gonna run off. But then
I don't
like,
know. It's some of them that
No.
be some of them I be looking like I don't know.
he would.
Let me
he-
ask.
Trust me, he will have a whole lot of cases on his back if he was really stealing all of that stuff. Some of the stuff he done already paid for, and then he run off. With
I
it,
saw
like he
him
did
watch
on
out.
the
I
phone
saw
too.
him snatch a nigga's phone and then run away and then throw the phone up in the air and the shit hit the
Yeah,
ground.
I did.
Yeah, and I guarantee
I'm
you
like,
that
nigga,
nigga-
I don't think
that
nobody's
for
just gonna
real.
let you. Yeah,
I think that's
Breaking
real
that nigga
too.
off, they paying that shit off though. Trust me, they paying it off.
Let me ask you guys.
Yeah,
So,
they got
just so I'm clear, the guy who, because there was supposed to be two suspects, right, in the murder. So, one of the guys, he posted that he actually robbed.
Yeah, the guy Deidre,
Ex-
he got on Instagram, had on the red bandana, and was actually had on like a red face mask, and he's talking about how, you know, you shouldn't have did that to my cousin. You know how, like, he's saying, man, all y'all rappers, all y'all Florida rappers, man, I'm gonna get all y'all. You know, like, man, he begging for his life in the car. You know, had that fucking Louis bag, only had $10,000, and $10,000, man, I that ain't nothing, man, that ain't nothing. And I'm just like, you talking about you're admitting to it. Then you gonna say you did that to my cousin.
Stupid.
So whoever he had beef with, who might be related to him. Oh, you have a cousin? Do you know where like you just
Right.
told on yourself to just be famous for 15 minutes, but now you about to spend the rest of your life behind
in
bars
prison,
for
right.
15 minutes.
As a young, and the
And
thing is, he
trust me,
looks
they
like
see
a
that
young
shit.
guy.
They like, I'm telling you, they see that shit. I just had to get a extensive background check done for a job I'm about to start, and they sent me back the report on what they found. They dug back in my old Instagram posts. They dug back in the Facebook. They went to my MySpace, nigga. I ain't even seen my MySpace. They had shit that I was posting from there. Like, nigga, they want to know what's up. It ain't nothing but a click of a button for them.
Man.
And they gonna find everything you think go away. Only thing they can't get is Snapchat.
Right.
And they say that in the report. They say because of the way Snapchat is, the 24-hour feature, they can only capture what you put that day.
About to be a police?
I read up on the
He already saved lives.
I feel like if somebody be like, we're gonna do a background check on you, and they give you the option, do you want the report back? Yeah, I want to know what y'all seeing about me.
Right.
And I read my report because I wanted to see what it is they know about me.
I hear police, they make you log in all your shit and then tell you to leave out the room.
Mm-hmm.
They do.
Everything.
That's true.
Are you for real?
Yeah.
Oh, you might well delete your account
Yeah,
before
they
you
do
start
that.
the academy.
And they do. I think they also do that with TSA.
I mean,
but
Lance ain't do that.
Well, I don't know if you want to say that.
it's just
out
an
here.
unfortunate situation all around. Even what happened to the young man this past week in Brooklyn. I think it was Brooklyn or the Bronx.
Yeah.
It's just unfortunate,
man.
like
Mistaken identity.
that these. Yeah, it's just
That's what
you
makes
know,
it even more fucked up.
this kid. I believe he was like 15, and I apologize if I don't have the information correct, but at the end of the day, this kid lost his life brutally on the account of someone else's word, and he wasn't even not even justifying. They shouldn't have been looking for anyone to do that too. But it's like the fact that
100%.
you guys took his life the way that you guys did and got the wrong person, and we have this hood code.
Yeah.
That's really what we're coming down to. Like, we really, like, I say this, you guys, we have to, everything starts at home. Everything starts at home. If these kids, if these young girls, these young boys are loved and raised in a certain way, I truly believe that it makes a huge impact on the decisions that they make.
I agree.
Because when you truly love yourself, and when you come from, it doesn't even have to be a 2-parent home.
His
But
name
if
was
you have-
Alessandro Felix.
Yeah, when you have a certain foundation, you're not amped to put yourself in certain situations like that and let somebody else influence you to take somebody's life, bro.
Yeah. And that's like, I fully agree with what you're saying, because if people were taught to love instead of like be opposed to one another,
Right.
you would see society would be a lot different, because it's not so many people that just walk in love and show love for each other. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to go to war with one another when really them people is not your enemies.
If you
Now-
guys didn't know each other right now as black men, let's say nobody in this room knew each other, right?
Man.
And if you guys were walking down the street on opposite ends, and if Tori looked at Cliff a certain type of way,
Man.
and Cliff gave you that same look, you guys don't even have to talk to each other. Right. It's like a natural tension that can happen between y'all just based off a look.
Let me speak on
That's
this
where we
because, man, I actually had a conversation with some brothers that I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? I meet these dudes and we just having a conversation. It's like, when we, as black men, we initially taught to be standoffish for the simple fact, the way that you raised in certain communities, especially out here in LA, you know, you don't know where somebody from.
Yeah.
You looking at me, I initially don't even know why somebody of my color at the same age is looking at me. We have the same prejudice that other people have of us on ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody might look at you as a gangster or a thug. We look at each other as, I don't know, this dude might be a gangster or a thug, on top of the fact that I'm looked at the same way.
Right.
We living with the same fear that we judging other people with. No other person on this planet has to do the same thing that we got to do. So when I met these brothers, and it's just like, man, when I'm around you, we really got to test each other out to see what you want. It's, hey, what's up, brother? How you doing? And literally how that person speaks back to you judges if it's gonna move. And sometimes it still don't even move as smooth as you want it to, but it's just like, all right, we moved away from each other.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't say something to dudes and it kind of felt awkward, and we both looking at each other going to the car. Just don't know. And it's so weird that I don't think anybody else really got to go through that.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, you kind of got to look at the generational patterns that have been passed down to us. You know what I'm saying? Even it goes back to the Willie Lynch shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's interesting. I think I said this on the show before. Like,
Speaking of Willie Lynch, how you feel about people saying that it's fake?
But there was nothing
come on,
fake
bro.
about- Who's
When
saying
you
that
look
the
at
Willie Lynch
life,
letter was fake?
when you look at life, and you look
There
at
are
everything
ideas.
that's going on, some of the shit that he was talking about kind of rings true.
And it lines up.
Actually, in saying that, I listened to Kanye new project with Nas. I don't know if anybody heard it. Y'all heard it?
I still haven't heard it.
And Nas had that opinion about the Willie Lynch because he said on one of the songs, he says Willie Lynch is fake, and he said that that's one of his bars in the song. So I'm just saying that's a new idea that's been
He
thrown
drinking
out.
that
Yeah,
Kool-Aid
well-
Kanye got him on, probably.
Well, first of
The-
all,
the-
Well, not
album
only
is
because of the
actually
nature of the
pro-black.
rest of it, nah. I can't say that at all. And Nas is
doesn't-
somebody that would be weak enough to be influenced.
Well, I gotta listen to it for myself, but
yeah, listen to the album. He doesn't I don't think he uses the words, Willie Lynch is fake, but he does say that we should be encouraged to get out of that thinking.
no, we definitely should. But at the same time, it's like not everybody has the conditioning that we all have. Us sitting at the panel, not everybody thinks like that.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? Some people are like, and like I said before on the show, I think in the previous time, we passing down, like how a lot of cultures is passing down generational wealth, we passing down generational wars.
Yeah.
We're looking at each other and we fighting each other, and you don't see as many, like, don't get me wrong, there's other cultures that fight each other, but we're constantly fighting each other over shit that shouldn't even, like, I've
And on
literally
every
seen
level.
niggas fight over the color of a car.
Bro, it be on every level, bro. Not even
Or
just,
over shoes, nigga, or like just stupid shit. And it's like, you niggas, we really destroying each other over stuff that
That's real.
ain't gonna mean nothing.
But the problem is, what a lot of issues that's in our community starts in the household. We got families that beef with each other. We
Exactly.
We got brothers and sisters that don't talk to each other. But today,
Exactly.
my father, my aunt, and my uncle sat in a room and had a conversation for the first time in 33 years.
Man.
For the first time in 33
Bro, me and my
years.
siblings, I can't remember the last time me and all my siblings was in the same.
Bro, I couldn't imagine that, bro. I just sat with all my siblings a few weeks ago. All 6 of us, not the
But
12, but the
that's
6.
the thing. Not everybody is like that, bro.
But
and
that
the
shit
reason,
hurts.
And that's why I say like the disconnect is bigger than just people you run into on the
It
street.
starts at home. If you're
Like in the
if you
house,
had a-
if you can sit in the room with your sibling and it's awkward, then it's like, nigga, that's an obvious disconnect.
And a
you know what I'm
problem.
saying? And it is an issue.
and that's what spawns into the streets. Whatever type of household you came out of, usually is the type of person you tend to be. If you came from a rambunctious household that didn't have any peace, when you
Man.
leave, unless you're different,
Or
some
very
people come
little
out di-
peace.
It's rare that you get people that come out different and come out better. But some people feed into the same shit and then they pass it into their household, and that bad energy continues and it gets worse and worse, and it
Bro.
it spills out.
I
into
was
the regular
literally,
world.
I was literally talking to somebody like me and you was having this conversation when we were saying that people grow up in households where they think certain things are normal that aren't normal, and the rest of society is not gonna look at as normal, even in the way that people communicate. You know what I mean? Like your parents teach you that they might say that you don't have an opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody got an opinion, so they don't even teach you how to deal with the thoughts that you have of even having thoughts or even having ideas. So you don't even know how to express them. So when you get them, you don't even know how to put them out to the rest of the world. So they come out in violence. They come out in anger. You know what I mean? From the same way that they put that on you.
That's one thing that I can say is the difference between the white and black community. Even though not to the level that they do it, they allow their children to speak their minds more and express how they feel more. And we were the opposite. We weren't allowed to. Most of us weren't allowed to express how we feel or what we think because especially as men, we weren't allowed to be emotional. There was no emotion. You got to be hard. You got to be
You know
on
what,
point.
Lil?
You got to handle, and that we exact our emotions in a different way. So instead of us being able to speak on our problems or being allowed to express how we feel, we express it in wanting to fight all the time.
Lil,
Instead of
I'm gonna have to
speaking.
disagree with you, bro. I disagree with you. I understand
The black community is horrible on mental health and being able to speak how you feel as a man.
not all of the black community.
Yeah,
bro.
I was gonna
Not
say
all of
because
the
my
black
my
community.
pops he said, nigga, if you need to cry, then you need to cry, but you need to get over that shit too.
And we're a special bunch. We can all agree that we've gotten some of the things that not everybody
Well,
else gets.
G, how do you feel? How do you feel about being able to talk about your problems as a man? Like, do you feel what example was you giving?
I feel a human being is a human being, man or woman. Like, I mean, everybody should be able to talk about their problems, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
but
you,
but
so
I-
you saying it's bad that they got stereotypes on women are able to do things and men can't. Men can't express themselves. Do you feel like in the black community is it harder for you as a black man to express yourself and not be looked at as weak?
No, I mean everybody. It depends. Like everybody don't have that strong mind. You know, I mean they have a lot of weak minds. They have a lot of strong minds. You know.
As far as movies like Baby Boy,
Yeah.
putting the black man at a position of where he's a person who's, you know, at the whim of other people, using other people like he has nothing. And that being a portrayed image of most black men in society, I feel like that holding that money phone up to your head, that showing off and stunting with cars and all this other kind of stuff as being these rappers is a way of over masculinizing yourself to where you are fighting off the stereotype in society that you can't do for yourself and you can't do for women and you can't do for your family all again. And that's why I think dudes take it to a whole nother level and they be over masculine with that shit.
What I was gonna express to Lil was, I feel like what I've seen with going to different schools and kind of being exposed to different cultures is kids who are non-black, they have a lot of suppressed emotion. For example, like in black households, I would say it's more popular to be whooped, right?
Right.
Versus Timmy in the suburbs, who doesn't get whooped. You know what I'm saying? And we can all on this panel, I think we all have a story where after we got whooped, our parents told us like
This hurt me more than it hurt you.
or that they loved us or it was coming out of a place of love, something like that, right? but let me get this point out. In households that aren't getting whooped, where Timmy's in the suburbs and he's being told to use his words, is giving him that freedom to use them disrespectfully. Because how many of us have been out in the open and we see little Timmy or little Sarah disrespecting the fuck out of their mom, and we like, if that was my kid, I'll whoop their ass.
See,
But
no,
wait, Lil,
let her
before
go.
you get your point out, when they have those suppressed emotions, I hate to bring this comparison in, but a lot of these shootings that we're having in these schools are not by
you gonna
people
go
who
there.
look like us. We have to go there.
You gonna go there?
We have to go there because the thing is, everything, like I just said at the beginning of this conversation, everything starts at home. A lot of those people, white males who are going after schools or creating this mass chaos
Get it shut
have
down.
suppressed emotions, exactly, and they're getting shut down, and they have these suppressed hate feelings that they can't get out or can't express, and that starts as a kid, bro. So yes, we have to do better in the black community, but we also have to do better in the non-black community.
I see what I said, that it was with concession. I said that it wasn't all the way perfect. I said that was what I prefaced my whole saying with. I'm just saying the fact that they're allowed to express themselves and how they feel is something that didn't happen for us. I didn't say the whole not whooping part. I'm not with that. I got my ass whooped as a child. It made me the man I am today. I appreciate those whoopings, and yes, my kids will be getting their ass whooped too, if it needs to be done. But there's a difference between spanking out of anger and spanking because you're trying to teach a lesson. Some of the spankings I received as a child, my father did out of him being angry, not out of him trying to teach me a lesson. There's a difference in that, and I
absolutely
utilize that in the way I teach when I work with kids, because that's my day to day. It's not always about yelling. It's not always about saying you're wrong. It's about let me show you where you were wrong.
But
let
like-
me explain to you how to be a better person the next time you come to this situation. Make sure that there's a lesson tied to it.
Okay, Jalil, but like I said before, even with that, I feel like the reason why that's happening, those children that MJ spoke of and how you said that, see, they have the privilege of being able to say that I can express myself.
we didn't have that.
No, but the thing is, you can't have, as a parent, I can't allow you to think that you got the privilege to just express your mind like that, because as a parent, I love you.
Yeah.
And how we just said, I know if you do this outside of this house, you gonna get fucked up. And it's gonna be a situation with a police officer, something that I can't get you out of. So I'm doing this out of actually caring for you. So what I'm saying is, in these households, they're growing up under a different dynamic of you can express yourself in a way that you can't, because as my kid, as a person of color, when you express yourself to the police, like, man, what the fuck you pulled me over for, bro? I know I had my cruise control on. I ain't putting this window down. Oh, your window about to come in your car. And you gonna get out the car, and they gonna pull your ass
But
out.
what does beating somebody's ass teach that lesson to, instead of sitting down and having that talk?
But
there's a stark difference in it. That's what I'm saying. Where's the lesson behind it? Kids are smarter than they think.
No.
And the issue was
exactly. Kids are smarter than we think.
The issue
and
is
what we're talking about.
Bro, let me finish.
Go ahead.
The issue was when I was being raised, it was all corporal punishment. It was all physical. Then I would get the talk, and that's why I appreciate my dad, is that he gave me the talk. But a lot of parents, they would just whoop you and not say nothing. I don't care about how you feel about it. I don't care what your side of the story was. What I say goes, and follow that.
But
let me
that's
say this.
and that's
let me say this.
And that's a misstep.
Hold on, bro. I ain't got a chance to speak.
Go ahead.
The thing is, yes, punishment is necessary, and then lecture is necessary as well. Because I've been in a point where I was so nervous that I was finna get whooped one time because they had the strap in their hand and they had it upraised, but they was really lecturing to me for about 45 minutes and I didn't get an ass whooping at all. But just the fear that I was gonna get whooped along with that lecture was all that was a punishment enough. Yeah. Now I got my ass whooped when I got out of line, but the thing is, what I'm noticing as comparing with other cultures compared to black cultures is other cultures treat their kids as contemporaries. And you should never do that, because your kids are your kids. Now, once they get of a certain age, like once they're in their adolescence and stuff, then yeah, you can kind of fall back on the treating them, even though they are still your contemporaries, they're still your kids. But you can allow them to have an opinion. You can have, even before adolescence, but letting your kids get out of control at an early age is detrimental to their future as well.
Of course.
As well as as those around them, i.e. the shootings and all the violence against them and everything. So I agree with both of y'all, because I feel like it is necessary to discipline your kids, but at the same
100%.
time, your kids, as they get older, their opinion is more and more valid than you would think, because you're never too old to learn something from somebody that's younger.
And this is what I wanted to say. Because kids are so smart, what I'm trying to tell you, Jaleel, since kids are so smart, they ask questions like, why? And the reason that you gotta fucking give them is a dumbass reason, bro. What I'm trying to say is, when I'm trying to lecture to my son, like, this is why you can't get out the car, this nigga gonna ask me why I can't say how I feel to him, Dad. And I'm gonna say, nigga, because you black. Dad, that don't make sense.
No, it's knowing the circumstances you're under.
See, that's the issue right there. You can't just shut it down because you don't know how to explain it.
No, I can break it down even further. When I try to break it down even further, what I'm saying is that I get everything you're saying, bro. I'm not trying to diminish what you're saying as far as the conversation goes. But what I'm saying, as far as you don't have kids, I don't have kids. But I have friends that have kids. You got friends that got kids.
Nieces,
Exactly.
I work with kids every day.
And what I'm saying, and that fear, and I'm just saying, for us, it's not the same, because even what I'm saying, I know I don't talk to kids like this, but what I know for some people, it's that way. The fear that you have, that love that you got for them, it's hard for you to just try. When they asking you why, it's not that you don't want to explain it. It's just like, bro, I'm just trying to protect you. Can you just move? Let me tell you a story.
Sometimes protection.
Can I say this?
Protection.
Let me get the story off.
Let me just say this. I was with a young lady, and we at a restaurant, and people got to moving real funny. The shit was about to go down. Niggas starting to shoot. I'm like, can you move? Can you? I'm not trying to go over there and see that. I'm not trying to get you to go over there and see that. I'm saying, can you come this way? What you get up and come this way? And I'm trying to move her away from the shit, but she keeps asking why. My thing is, the threat is right here.
Yeah.
And you're asking why. I'm trying to get you out the way without impressing the real fear that I have on you. I'm trying to get you out the way. And I'm saying that parents trying to tell their kids about certain things, they're trying to get their kids out the way. And it's like, I'm trying to tell you, I'm giving you all information I can give you for right now.
Yeah.
It's an urgency in what I'm trying to tell you. You need to learn this now.
Can I give you the misstep in that? The misstep in that is that you didn't have faith enough in her that she was adult enough to handle that situation.
But you can't
And
always
it's
go
the
with
same-
that,
wait,
Jalil.
Let me finish this, bro.
No.
It's the same thing with children. You have to trust enough that your children are strong enough to handle the truth at all times.
Okay.
Okay? With that woman in that situation, you go to her and say, things are about to get funky. I need you to follow me now. Move.
Hey, Jalil.
You didn't give her no explicit detail on what's going to happen. You just let her know with all sincerity, shit's about to go down. Let's move.
But
Whenever people are with me, because I've been in a situation before where shooters went down, when I say it's time to move, they follow.
But
Jalil,
Jalil,
they looking at the same shit I'm looking at.
Jalil,
I'm like,
But
look,
some people don't have that consciousness. You have the awareness of the situation to know. You have to put the people that are behind you, that are following you.
But-
You have that responsibility to her. Just like you have a responsibility to your child to let them know these are the situations you might find yourself in. When I say move, we need to move.
how
but
do you
Jalil,
enforce that?
Jalil,
By constantly
You gonna
reminding
grab
them.
their ass up and say, nigga, I
Jalil.
said, come on, like it's time to
Jalil.
go.
you being the man that I've known for like 5 years now.
Longer than
You're
that
an
shit.
yeah, longer than that.
About 7.
But shit, nigga, you're a guy I know you've been brought up well. You've been brought up with morals and intellect and everything. And you have a father just like I had a father that knew well enough to tell your kids, don't do as I do. Do as I say.
Right.
But I
You
want
teach
both.
kids. You teach kids. But at a time, that saying comes to your mind because you know if I let these kids get out of control and I'm too lenient, they're gonna come to a situation that's not gonna help them. You know what I'm saying? Doing what they want to do. So sometimes you do have to take control of the situation and say, listen, fuck what you want to do. I need you to do this because self-preservation is priority number one.
That's what I'm saying. I just said the same thing. I'm not saying be soft. I'm not saying be lukewarm about it. I never said that. I just said do it. It has to be done. And nothing I do is soft. Even when I talk to my kids at work, I always give it to them the raw way.
Yeah.
Because I want them to fully understand the rest of the world ain't gonna give it to you milquetoast.
But kids are always, bro, you gotta realize kids are growing every day.
I know that,
We
bro.
adults, bro. We sitting here, we might learn some new shit and we might change our way of thinking, but nigga, we're adults.
I wanna-
Bro,
I-
our
that's what I'm
brain
saying.
is
Wait,
fully
give me-
developed.
I
give me a
understand that
second.
because I see it every day.
I wanna ask MJ something towards MJ and G. As a woman and as a man in a situation, when y'all faced with a situation, like I just described, and you trying to explain something to him, he's trying to explain something to you. As a woman, there's things women try to tell us as men that we just don't listen to, and they telling and it said in the Bible, it said in the Bible, it said and most wise men said behind every strong man is a good woman, and her giving him good advice, the yin to the yang, all of that. You seeing something that a guy's doing, and you trying to tell him, and he just not listening. But you love him so much, you really trying to get the point across to him. What's those tactics that you using, even with a guy? Like in that situation I was in, it's like I can't. You're not my kid, so I can't just grab your ass up and bring you back here like I want to, out of harm's way. You know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to tell you this, and I'm trying to get this over, and I'm trying to be assertive with you and let you know. And with a woman, it's like it's the same thing. How do you get your point over as a woman, and then I want you to tell her how you get your point over as a man back.
My style is just being assertive, like period. I'm just an assertive person, and that's really what it is. And I have been in harm's way with somebody that I was dating, and I've peeped the scene before, he did, and it's just like, hey, we gotta make a move. We gotta get out of here.
But guys don't normally follow women, so that's like it's hard to.
You don't follow me.
That's weak.
I mean, you just gotta, hear what a person's saying. Like, shit, if you grab me, I'm automatically know something wrong. Like why you grab me like that? I don't expect for you to tell me.
Yeah.
Like, shit.
And usually you should have enough chemistry with somebody that when you're out, there's almost like you may not have to say it verbally, but there's looks and there's different cues where you can just kind of look at somebody like
It's time to move.
it's time to get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And it may not even be something like fucked up going on. It may just be like, you know what,
We
the
feeling
mood
each
of
other.
this
We
shit
trying
is
to
like, you know what, we don't need to be here because this ain't us. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I'm saying, it's drama finna pop off. We don't need to be here. Or
I agree.
it's certain shit that'll make you uncomfortable. That you may not be in danger,
Right.
but having a mutual understanding without saying anything, that happens.
And I'll say this, in that situation, before I got there, the young lady said, like, hey, this don't look cool right now. I'm like, but I ain't going over there. We going over here. And that shit trickled over where the fuck we was at.
And you get that when you even approaching something, an event or a party or something, you just see, if you see niggas hanging out outside, and you could just kind of look at niggas and be like,
it's a no for me, dog.
yeah, we probably not finna be here.
But you should be able to feel that in the room.
We probably just finna show our face real quick, and we gonna be out.
People out of scene, and if however you walk up and probably see some niggas over there, nigga with his pants sagging, you see some niggas just money in their hand. I mean, you could just pretty much like, man, these niggas look like they shit probably gonna tear it down.
But see, that's the thing, bro. When you walk into a place, like every time I walk into a place, if it's a place I'm unfamiliar with or somewhere I don't go often, I don't know the makeup of that place, I'm feeling what it feel like in there. I'm peeping out, I'm looking, I'm paying attention. Because you need to put
Everybody see the nigga that walk in with the hoodie on.
This is a restaurant I frequent. And it's just, they have some riffraff to be over here on the other side of the restaurant. And it's just, I know where I'm going. So, that's over there.
And did you let her know that before y'all got there?
I said that. I said, that's over there. Let's just go and let's hurry up. Let's go.
How about saying, before you even got there, did you say, hey, this place is a little, like, stay on your toes?
I mean, they knew that we've been there before. I've been there before.
Yeah. But I mean, the funk can be anywhere, though.
True.
Anywhere.
Because you can go a lot of places, but
some
niggas,
places you know.
Some of them niggas is from where you from. And it's like, nigga, they from that other side of where you from, nigga. So, it's just knowing how to navigate through certain shit that's what's key. And you being on the same page, and it may not even be your woman. It could be your homies or your brothers and shit like that. Just being on the same page and having a consensus on what to do once the shit hit the fan. That's what's
We're going to go to a break right quick, and when we come back, we're going to come back with Mindful Mondays and our hot topic.
Young Lily, who we got spinning on the break, bro?
Man, we about to play The Planet by Sly Fighter Arthur and KP, the original. We'll be back in a few.
Yeah.
We need some different artists.
Yeah, I think almost.
I mix the dab with the sauce. I scrape the pot with the fork. I let them fly like a hawk. Eraser, come with the chalk. Up one, 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 up one. She put it all in her mouth. I put your bitch at your house. I'm owning you out. 30 shots ring out. Up one, up one, up one, it's G. Up one, up one, up one, up one. I'm up like a motherfucker, you can't tell me nothing, I spaz in this bitch. Check out my dab in this bitch. Yeah, I might dance a little bit. New Moschino with the Valentino. On a damn nigga, Dan Marino. Draco Nino, make a Macarino. It's not a game, I don't play Nintendo. I got the lasagna from Geno's. I rock the Zana in kilos. Ever seen a bitch fly to a nigga? Pay attention, I'm Picasso. You know what I'm saying, little nigga? I run up them bands, little nigga. I break your hands, little nigga. If you reach for this chain, little nigga. I put the dab in the sauce. I put that gag in the mouth. Smoking out the pound, beating up the pack. Yeah, I was bumping that dog. They know we up one. We gon' be up two, nigga, if you touch one. That way. Checkmate. I mix the dab with the sauce. I scrape the pot with the fork. I let them fly like a hawk. Eraser, come with the chalk. Up one, 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 up one. She put it all in her mouth. I put your bitch at your house. I'm owning you out. 30 shots ring out. Up one, up one, up one, spit one, up one, up one, up one, up one. Put a one on a one. Now I'm really up one. Met 4 base heads at one spot. I can hit a home run. Plays, plays, plays like a rerun. My balls raw. They underdone. Can't let no nigga take my mama's son. First block on a hopscotch jump, I'ma stand over one. Spit guy, she call me Spitter. My little nigga say that hard back like an armadillo. Just bought a scale, had to weigh a nickel. Said 5-0, tried to hide the pistol. Weigh the dog food on the same scale that I weigh the crystal. And I bat a nigga with the same hands that I weigh the pistol. I mix the dab with the sauce. I scrape the pot with the fork. I let him fly like a hawk. Eraser, come with the chalk. Up one, 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 up one. She put it all in her mouth. I put your bitch at your house. I'm owning you out. 30 shots ring out. Up one, 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 up one. Pull up on niggas with sticks. I scrape and then wash the dishes. Send my leg on the mission. I'ma go get it. I make it happen, little boy. I dropped the juice in some cereal. All my designer got cereal. I got the bag and turned up on niggas. Fire extinguisher, burning them niggas. Sick as a bitch, I'm the illest. Boy, I dunk off the pivot. Get your ugly ass out my mentions. Up, I'ma make sure the pussy get fucked up. Cut up, your WCW, I cut her. I just left business for a touch up. Pull up on niggas, we sliding. Show me a nigga I owe, I'ma show you a nigga, we swerving the curve, we letting them go, blow. Speaking of blow, she put it all in her mouth. I'm up on your dude, bitch. He wanna be better than we can be better. I promise you, I'm with the bullshit. I mix the dab with the sauce. I scrape the pot with the fork. I let him fly like a hawk. Eraser, come with the chalk. Up one, 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 up one. She put it all in her mouth. I put your bitch at your house. I'm owning you out. 30 shots ring out. Up one, 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 up one.
Let's make this real clean and smooth. I have no time for no fuck shit. Let's get straight to roll call. Spitter. Worm.
Jesus.
Don't talk like me. Youngster. You don't get to choose where you want to go? Fuck around with you. Neezy?
Kind of rough, huh?
Neezy, I know you fucking heard me calling you.
Say, what a mayor
Hey,
at?
y'all calling your name?
I ain't here. What a mayor at, man?
Super only with the moolah. Ring around the rosy, ring around the rosy. We baking at my donut shop, holy moly. So many problems on my brain, I'm like holy moly. Tonight I'm gonna go insane, I'm like holy moly, yeah. Holy moly, 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 yeah. And the whole world love it when you're feeling down. But I'ma turn up when I hit the loud. I do by the beat. Alvin Sterling on CNN. The Adam and the crucify my black skin. I love mixing lemon juice with hen. Lid in my gun and the water up in Flint. Payment plan just to lock us in. Take the social, then they box you in. I be rocking water moccasins. Forgive me, Father, all I do is sin. Tom Brady, all I do is win. Yeah. Ignorance is bliss, niggas talking shit, sit by myself, Colin Kaepernick. Police pull me over, ask for registration, they enjoy the shit like it's masturbation. And my grandmother on a breathing machine. Try to be strong, I can't comprehend what it mean. Mustang pedal to the metal, making it scream. Better know in hard times you need family to lean. Lean up, remember the game of no prenup. Fucking around, you get beat up. I'm so hard to see pre-nut. Never GIV up. Sick of the HIV, bruh. Oh my God, I got a fever. Singing out, I'm on a ring around the rosy, ring around the rosy. We baking at my donut shop, holy moly. So many problems on my brain, I'm like, holy moly. Tonight I'm gonna go insane, I'm like, holy moly, yeah. Holy moly, 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 yeah. And the whole world love it when you're feeling down. But I'ma turn up when I hit the loud. It go ring around the rosy. Don't he got a girlfriend? Why this hoe so nosy? Look past the shirt, Calvin Klein draws, fit so cozy. I pull his black mamba at. Bitch, I think I'm Kobe. You ain't see me in the last year. Please don't say you know me. My presence is a present. When I'm present, bitch, you owe me. I know you really don't like me. Miss Cleo, my cousin, I'm psychic. I ride around all on my lonesome. I never have time for psychics. Okay, you caught me, I'm lion. I'm never without the protection. Like I'm not trying to catch an infection. I be killing them, leak the injection. In the court of law, I make objections. My lyrics go hard as erections. Yeah, yeah. Hey, and these niggas, they should pay up. So funny. They say they gon' hit me up and stick me for my money. Hey, I be rockin' Louis V, Gucci, pull up Tommy. Who send me Vera Wayne with no job, bitch, I'm Tommy.
I need a couple $1 million. I need a pick on me on products. I need a double cup with my Dutch and stuff, and I'ma make it feel polished. You need to go and finish college. You need to go, you stay stopping. Cry gotta grow, lie gotta blow in the flow, cause you know we stay copping. We bout to go better pilot. Your job don't really show the mileage. You try to feed them with that new shit, I guess they didn't tell you expired. Girl, your second one a tyrant. Said, girl, your second one a tyrant. Hell, I set a fire to you. I tell you the devil's just a client. You see the levels, boy, I'm climbing. Animal left and I ain't lying. It's the wolf of the east, I'm just implying. I don't see peace, I see you trying. Tell him to cease, the kid ain't dying. See, the start of a war began with this. I barge in the door, I flip my wrist. No money, no fall, no bullets miss. Fuck with the squad, they'll take a hit. I'm with a couple of dogs, so take your pick. Ain't no more calling them off, I tell them get. Fuck with the boss, you getting big. I'll let you get lit. Feeling me, villainies, how I feed. Tell your click, quit conning me. Tell me just what you need. I need food in my fridge. I need money I can give. I need honeys in my crib. I need all my parties lit. I need all my people getting their credit cards with no limit. Just enough to feed the city. No problem if you can't finish. I need a couple $1 billion. I need 1 million more follows. You need a kind of grace to my circle, fit better with billionaires and ballers. I'm great for the days they never caught us, but know if they did, I take the fall. That's one single night that made us all. Yo, fuck with a bad, the boy go off. I'm circling back, finish you off. My certain effect is due to cause. You're way too dependent on yourself. You're playing too much, you need to pause. They're playing your tracks, the crowd is lost. My plan of attack to lead you off. They're playing the set, the shit is sauce. I stay with the set to see you all. I need food in my fridge, money I can give, honeys in my crib. All my parties lit, I need all my people getting their credit cards with no limit. Just enough to feed the city, no problem if you can't finish. I need.
Back to Healthcare Chiropractic was established and founded in 1994 by South Bay native and certified sports chiropractor, Dr. Brad Perez.
Back to Healthcare is quite unique. It's unique in the sense that we treat every patient as family. As soon as they walk in that door to getting treated by our doctors and a great staff, we just love our patients.
Arriving here, we were family. We had the sense of people really wanting to help. We were here and we knew that we were at the right place.
Voted best in the South Bay for many consecutive years, Back to Healthcare is focused on your goals of treating your pain and relieving symptoms.
Yep. You know, Max Zone. Yep. Yeah, I grew up, older brother, little sister, walking through the hood, idolizing the pushers. Couldn't leave home if I didn't wash all the dishes. Don't trust everybody, I minimize all my friendships. The stress building on my head like dandruff. Pops gone and I had to eat a syrup sandwich. Homies kept me sharp, they had to see where the hands is. Roof over a nigga, I'm underneath where the fan is. I was just trying to see what 100 grand, and she doing it for the gram. Little mama, if that's your plan, thank God I'm even up on this planet to talk to.
I like that too. Yo, we are back, Cliff Notes Radio. The number to call in is 310-955-4966. We're here with Lit G. Got the whole gang in the building. Tori, MJ, Jaleel. Y'all know what it is, man. Every Monday night, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We right here on the socialhour.com. And we are here for our most favorite love segment from our beautiful queen.
Love segment.
Oh my God, yes. Enlighten us with your knowledge, so Nubian princess.
He's so full of shit.
Mindful Mondays. Could y'all
I think that you
give
guys
us
should, sing it together like you guys did last week.
Sing what?
Ready,
They
bro?
got a little intro.
My voice is a little rusty today, but
I like that Tori was actually ready too. Okay, go ahead.
ready?
Yeah,
Let's do it.
2, 3.
Mindful Mondays, nigga, do you care about you?
Yeah.
That shit felt right.
That shit felt right. I love you guys for that. Tori, good job. Lil, good job.
Appreciate that.
Like the commercial there.
You guys, tonight's Mindful Monday topic is it is your season. Okay? I need to remind you, Laurie's on these hoes. Look, you guys, everybody is not equipped, prepared, or worthy to join you on every season.
Man.
Especially your winning season.
That's real.
Okay?
That's real.
Every time something's going good, I don't know about y'all, but every time something's going good in my life and, the vibration is high, it's like old people come knocking on the door like, what's up? Oh, I see you doing this and da-da-da-da. And I haven't talked to them, but I remember the chapter that I left them in. You know what I'm saying? And if it's a chapter that I'm no longer trying to be in, I recognize that I'm in a different season. That's kind of like my discernment to say, all right, this is clearly a test. Because every time I let you back in or we start hanging out or this and this and that, things end up 10 steps backwards. You guys have to recognize that, again, not everyone is meant to be a part of your season. So my question for G, being that you've moved out here, what is it that you're trying to pursue? Because I would say that anybody who leaves home, they're stepping into a different season, right?
Right.
So what is it that you're trying to pursue? And did you have to leave somebody or leave people, back home that were kind of stuck in an old season?
Well, I didn't necessarily leave. I just came out here because it was more opportunity,
Mm-hmm.
And it's bigger than back home because I feel like you would get more support in another city than your own city because your own city gonna always hate you, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like by me already having family out here and access to a lot of stuff that I can get hold to as far as with my music, because a lot of people fail to realize. I mean, it's all an image, and a lot of my people doing big things out here that other people ain't doing back home. You know what I'm saying? It's not, you can't bring jet skis out and stuff like that. You can't do that back there. You can't bring the big boats out and have a lot of little lake parties and stuff like that. So it's like with the music, a lot of our music videos, you'll see the youngsters with the guns and a lot of stuff. It's just back home that you can't do here. Like, so I'm gonna just say, for example, I'm trying to get together a big video, and I'm trying to put together something different that they don't do back home.
Yeah.
Like, my video gonna consist of a lot of females, which them niggas have a lot of guns in their videos. You know what I'm saying? And the jet skis and stuff like that. Like I said, you can't do all that back in Louisiana. So I'm gonna just bring a different image to the table.
Gotcha.
That's gonna draw a lot of attention.
Gotcha.
And when you say that though, the reason why you, as far as like, when I moved from Baton Rouge to Louisiana, and how you say with, you know,
Los Angeles.
I mean, from Baton Rouge to Los Angeles, the LA's, my nigga, the LA's, like it's LA to LA, goddamn. But from moving from Baton Rouge to Los Angeles though, it's like people have a different mindset in different areas, and I feel like wherever you go, you learn another part of yourself. And with every situation, that's the same thing with that. You learn a new angle of yourself when you meet another person of a different social class, or a person of a different walk in life, a person with a different profession. And you got to cut people off, and you do have to change these seasons with people, because you might be, they honestly might, it's not school. After you graduate, it's not school no more. Like, there's 21-year-old millionaires. There's 57-year-old millionaires. There's people who just getting their first role at 35. There's people who's just getting their first role at 6. It's no longer a playing field in real life. There's no grade levels in life. There's no grade levels in wisdom. There's no grade levels in what you getting out in this world. So I gotta let you go at the grade level I leave you at. And everybody don't fucking graduate. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody don't get their cap and tassel, my nigga. So
or y'all might just be going on different paths. It's not always
you might be going to the college of
it's not all, like
it
may not
basket
be
weaving.
Yeah, and I say this to say that, because like MJ said, you know what I'm saying, you have to leave certain people behind because it's their season. Well, sometimes you're not leaving everybody behind. Sometimes you and that person are just going separate ways.
Yeah.
Y'all not leaving on bad terms. You may not have ill will towards that person. Y'all just are going separate ways. You know what I'm saying? Now, not saying that y'all might not bump into each other going y'all separate ways again, but it is, y'all are going separate ways because y'all may have different interests. You may have different goals. So,
see, another thing with this seasons thing is some of us are now reaping the benefits and reaping the harvest of what we planted years ago. You know what I'm saying? Things that we worked hard on, and now we're like, okay, all of that work I put in some years ago, I'm starting to see the benefits of that. I'm starting to see the work really come through, and the people that I need the connections with really come to surface in my life, right?
The volumes right there. That's the lies. That's the lies.
So it's like, that being said, you really have to stand and look around and ask yourself where I'm at. Like, where am I at? Am I surrounded by the right people? Or, because this is the thing, there are some people in your life who are stuck on the same shit, right? Okay. Like, everybody has that ex who never lets them hear the end of some shit they did years ago, right? And that's the light that they still look at you in. They're still stuck on winter and you in fucking summer. You know what I'm saying? Like, leave all those winter motherfuckers exactly where they're at. And it doesn't mean that you can't shed light on their life or bring something to their life and say, you know, I got you, I'm always here for you. But if some motherfuckers really just want to stay in winter, leave them where they're at. Because the thing is, if you put in the work and now it's your season to reap those benefits and level up to the next thing, they just got to stay where they're at. Don't bring people with you in the next season.
It's some leeches. Niggas will suck you dry.
I agree with you, MJ.
And not even to find it, just the energy.
But look though, and this is the other part to that is you could be the friend to somebody that you see being drugged down by other people. And you trying to tell them like, man, I'm trying to save it. Like, you different than them niggas you hanging with. If you could just see what I see, man, you can make it. And there's so many, man. I got a friend right now. He told me he about to move out here, and he was like, man, I'm about to make that move. And I was just like, oh, I mean, you coming to visit or you coming to stay? Nigga, I'm coming to stay, nigga. What you mean? I'm like, man, there's so many people who done told me they finna make that move, and they never make the move. And it's because they really are hanging in situations around people that they tell them they can't do it. They tell them that they can never get out of that situation.
Y'all gotta be real careful out here. A lot of people want your life.
You gotta make that move. When I was 16, and I finally decided to move from Mississippi to come back to LA, I had to have a real conversation with myself. Yeah, I love my cousins. I love being around there, but I had to think, what was I gonna be at? What did I see my older cousins doing? What did I see people that lived in that area doing? And did I want to be doing that? Was that what I wanted to be? And not to say that they're not doing that, because a lot of them is doing great things. But I felt like for me, I had to get out, or I would have never got out.
I want to say this too, Jaleel. It's because I hear a lot in what you're saying, and you make a great point. It's not even the fact that they not doing nothing there. It's the fact that you had to move because you got to get yourself out of your comfort zone. And a lot of people just sleep on that. Like, I know people in LA who had to move from LA because, I mean, it's that gang shit out here. And if they can come from LA and go to VR, they would be good out there. Or they can come from LA and go to Atlanta and be good in Atlanta. When y'all went to Atlanta and had the barbecue thing, the LA weekend in Atlanta.
Cali.
That's what Cali weekend in Atlanta.
That's what I felt when I first moved to Mississippi when I was 12. When I first moved to Mississippi, I felt the same way I felt when I left Mississippi to come back to LA. It was like this needed to happen right now. Even though I was younger and I didn't understand as much, I knew this was needed right now. This was a change of pace that I needed in order to grow as a person.
And when you're compelled to do something, there's nothing gonna stop you to do it. Like it's that, and that's
only thing that can stop you was you.
Yeah, I mean that's like if you're compelled to get about your situation, there is nothing gonna get in your way. I don't give a fuck if it was a fucking big ass deportation wall, nigga, like the one they're trying to do in Mexico. Nigga, there's nothing gonna stop you to get away. Nigga, if you want to get at somebody, you're gonna go get at them.
I think
if you want a job, you're gonna go get a job. If you want a certain level of living, you're gonna go and get that living. And there's nothing. You're gonna cut people off. You're gonna cut family off.
Yep.
You're gonna shed yourself of bad habits, nigga, because that's where you want to go.
The problem is complacency and getting comfortable. We search for comfort because us naturally as human beings, we want comfort. We want to know where our next meal is coming from. We want to know where we're laying our head. We search for those things. And sometimes in finding comfort, we found it in comfort at basic levels and don't challenge ourselves and make ourselves uncomfortable enough to achieve more.
Yeah.
Some of the people that achieved the best things and the most things were at the most uncomfortable state when they finally got there.
So since you've been in LA and in Louisiana, is there a difference that you notice in yourself, in your own train of thought? Is there something that you picked up about either it be finances, it be the way you hustle, it be the way you see property, it be the way you see scenery? Is there anything like you coming from Baton Rouge to being in LA and going back and forth, what you see a difference that made you grow within yourself is the way you look at something, you see the world?
Hell yeah, because, I mean, like, it's the cost of living most definitely, because down here a lot of shit high. Like, you really got to save your money. Like, you can't just be out here just spending your money on, like crazy shit rather than back home, because you can, I'm going to just say, like, we got decor shops. You can go into the decor shop, have fun. You ain't got to spend no money. You know what I'm saying? It's cheap rather than you got to go have a good time out here in the club or something and
you
spend a
gotta
whole
spend
lot
money.
of money.
Spend your fucking rent. Nigga.
Well, I mean, unless you cheap, because I'm cheap as hell. I budget every time I go out.
Right. But back here's a whole different ball game. Like you gotta save your motherfucking money.
But how does that affect your grind? How does that affect your hustlers, even in what you trying to do? Like, you was rapping in BR. You still rapping now. You trying to put your music out. You trying to shoot videos in Cali. You trying to shoot videos in Louisiana. You stretching yourself. You really pursuing your career. How does that make you see the way that you have to grind and hustle as far as how you move yourself in these positions and hustling?
I mean, just
has it changed? Has it changed?
It ain't really changed. It ain't really changed because the way I see it, like, I was in the studios down there and stuff like that. Like, it's like a lot of it does affect on other niggas' grind too because I've been trying to get in the studio for the longest. I've been in the studio on BR, and it's like a lot of niggas don't be want to make no money. Like you'll hit a nigga in the studio like, man, look, I'm trying to get in there today, bro. Like, what you got going? Nigga make up all kind of excuses. You know what I'm saying? But it's the same thing back home.
Which kind of like
nothing really changed.
It's the same shit, just on a
like
bigger
you said,
scale.
it's complacency. Some niggas don't want to go out there and take that extra step, that advance their stance. But
right,
you know that's where you gotta sort them niggas out.
Stop
You
being
gotta
scared.
figure out which niggas is hungry and which ones ain't.
Once you drop fear, bro, fear is a motherfucker, bro.
I agree.
Fear make you not walk out your house ever again. Like you got to be able to shed that fear off you, and like because that's a weak emotion. Like sometimes fear keep us from being the best person we could be.
Absolutely.
And we got to be able to shed that fear, step out of that emotional mind state, and put ourselves in a place where there is no fear. Yeah, you could die any day. You could die sitting in the house if you want to lock yourself in for the rest of your life because you're scared to walk out and live.
Right.
Because you're scared to go for that thing that everybody's saying you can't get because you're scared to want to succeed. Don't be scared of success. Go get that shit.
Well, I want to get to we got to get to our topic for tonight, and both of y'all said key points. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want you to waste my time because you scared. I don't want you to waste my time because you lazy. You know what I'm saying? And that's our topic for tonight is wasting my damn time, and that can happen in so many different ways. And the way people value it, your time is your most valuable currency on this planet, and the way people see that is the way people see you. And if somebody is diminishing your time, that means they're devaluing you. And I feel like you need to cut their ass off.
Bro, I got a question there. G, how do you feel somebody's wasting your time, or what do you call it when somebody's wasting your time?
I'm gonna just say, for example, like, all right, if you see a female that you going to approach her that you like or whatever, and you ask for a number, like, if she give you the number and, okay, a couple days go by, you might not even send her a text or call on the first day or whatever the case may be, and you just pick that day, I'm going to hit her up or whatever. So, I mean, you start hitting up, so she not responding. I mean, you send a little text or whatever, like what's up, like this such and such. You gave me your number, you told me to call you. She like, I'm sorry, like, I just be so busy. But why you gave me your number? If you knew you was gonna be, you know what I'm saying?
True.
I feel that, but MJ, do you give your number out like that?
I'll give my number depending on the environment, the circumstance. Like,
do you waste niggas' time?
Niggas waste my time too.
It
Everybody
happen both
wastes
ways.
each other's time.
I just never got that because it happened several times. So,
but that's because the way we operate is we not finna ask you for your number if we're not gonna use it.
Some women give
So
you
don't
the
give
number
it to me if you don't
because
expect
we
me
know
to
you
use
guys
it.
are gonna call or text right there in the club and then be like, "Oh, you gave me a fake number." That's happened to me before.
Women don't like that though.
Women don't like what?
Like when y'all give them the number and then we text y'all immediately, y'all don't seem to like that shit.
Y'all don't like that?
So when is the appropriate time to text back?
No, but
Y'all
I tell
like
you,
it?
if you giving me the number, I'm like, all right, I'm
No,
gonna hit you
here's
right now.
the thing. Wait, let me dive.
Why y'all don't like that?
Explain this, Lucy. Explain this.
Oh my God, I didn't know that. I've been bamboozled. It never failed me.
Because I ain't never had no
I've been in a
issue.
situation where a guy asked me for my phone number, right? And I think we were at like a party or something. This has happened several occasions. And I give him the number, or I gave him a fake number, and he's like, "Oh, you gave me a fake number?" Or he called like trying to be funny and see like whose phone it is or whatever. So what I do is I'll give out my real number, I think that I'm a friendly person. But if we right there in the club and you texting, you know, emojis or whatever it is, it's like, bro, that you're reaching.
Now, that's some weirdo shit right there.
That is some weirdo shit. So that's why we don't like it.
Yeah.
Emojis or hey.
But what if
you
a
know,
nigga just called to
enjoy your day.
confirm and say, "Oh, you know, this is so and so. You just gave me your number. Lock me in."
Well, I don't call.
That's what I
Like,
usually
is that
do.
weird?
I'm
Is
like,
that weird nigga shit?
No,
Or-
no.
Cause like to me, bro, like if you give me your number, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna call you so you can have mine too. Phone work both ways.
See, but
You
it
can hit me
also
as well.
depends on the type of man though, because for women, if it's the guy that we believe we're attracted to, or he might be, you know, somebody we're interested in, just like the same thing, men looking at women. Yeah, we don't mind him calling us, just like certain phone calls after a certain time are cool from a certain type of nigga. But if he's just Joe Schmo,
But
you're
can't
gonna
no
be
any
like,
nigga just hit you.
Exactly.
Yeah, after 9 o'clock, don't hit me.
I get the number, 10 minutes later, dick pic. That's how it go down. You know?
Well, we believe you, Cliff.
I do
Story.
We believe you, my
Save me
nigga.
under that.
That nigga, you,
Save you as dick
you look,
pics.
you
So
look like
every
that
time
nigga.
you call, it's just.
Yeah, I'm bullshitting, but my initial thing to do.
I don't believe you.
He said, this, "Fuck a selfie, fuck a cool nigga pic."
G, you be sending dick pics?
Like, what's up with this dick?
I write off like that, but I ain't.
Nah, I don't do that, guys.
I don't want no dick
But
pics.
it's not right off like that. Like it's just how I
You
feel,
ain't never getting one from me.
It's a time
Never.
for everything.
Never.
I was kid. I was
He
kid.
said
He said I was a kid.
He said I was kid.
That
I'm not
nigga
just
lying like a thief in church.
But that's what
I
it
don't
be,
want
though.
no dick pics.
I don't know why,
send me
like
no
niggas
dick
just be
pics,
just
bro.
unsolicited
Your
dick
dick
pics.
pics,
Hey,
like who the fuck?
this-
What am
No,
I gonna
but
do with a
listen,
dick pic?
this-
I'm sorry.
Listen, this is what really trips me out. So, if I walk up to a young lady on the street and pull my dick out, I go to jail. But if I get her number and I text her 2 minutes later a picture of this dick,
Nigga.
I'm free.
No, that's sexual harassment.
Still, nigga.
If she was petty enough, she'll
can
go
take
right
that
to the
shit, bro.
police, nigga.
Why do you want a chick to see your
Yeah,
dick
that
so
is-
bad?
Nigga, why is that the
I
first?
never-
why,
that's why I say
why
it's
is that
time
the
for
first
everything,
thing in the
because I'm
mix?
not
Why
just
is the
Exactly.
first
Thank you,
message
Lil. Like, why?
No, it wouldn't be the first message a nigga seeing. I'm not saying it like
Nigga,
that.
if
I'm
it's
saying
clear.
how laws
So
are
he gonna
going.
send 2 selfies and
Hey,
then
clip
Hey,
this,
this
that
clip.
dick.
Look, I'm gonna
Hey,
give
clip,
y'all.
hey, this clip,
Look,
that's
Nice
his
to
dick.
meet you.
Like,
I'm gonna
this-
give y'all a game. FaceTime, nigga. First of all, you
He
have no
FaceTime
digital
the
face
dick.
of the
She
shit.
telling me the game. Like, I need to know this. I'm not trying to see
Lil,
my
you
dick out.
FaceTime the dick?
I ain't gonna send you no pictures, but if we on FaceTime and we live
You pull the dick
communicate,
out on FaceTime?
I ain't gonna say I haven't, but I ain't gonna say I have.
You just said you
What's
had.
the difference?
I've Skyped some dick back in the day.
Like to me,
Skype some dick?
to me that's cool.
Nigga, this is like 10 years
It's
ago.
like phone sex
10
2.0.
years
Like,
ago.
ain't nothing wrong with FaceTime the joints. But what I'm not gonna do is send you pictures so you can say that shit.
But you can
Yeah.
screenshot. You can screenshot.
I'm just saying that the dick
Even then,
pics,
I mean,
it's a
screenshot
slippery slope with the dick pics, my nigga.
I'm not sending you pics because I don't never want it to be
just-
like that's weird.
I just thought that was just. I don't know. I'm not in.
You
I'm
can
not
get the
into
live, but you ain't
getting
getting
dick pics. Like.
It's not just.
Then it's like in the
'Cause you saying that
iPhone,
shit
it's
if
gonna
you ask
stay in
for
the
it.
details, and then one day I'm gonna be scrolling through the
conversation
details,
on
like,
everything
oh, that's the dick.
On everything,
ain't
the
just
cloud gonna send you messages.
How does
and shit.
I don't know how a conversation
The
leads
cloud be
to
like,
me
I seen
sending
the
you a
pic.
picture.
The iCloud was like, nigga,
The
I
cloud
just
send you the
seen
little
that
smirk
dick pic.
face. I seen them pics.
Speaking of tonight's hot topic, don't waste my time with no dick pics. Don't
You
send
gonna
me
get
no
up there
dick
to
pics.
heaven,
You are
nigga.
gonna
God gonna pull your iCloud.
Hey,
back.
honestly,
He like,
hey, I honestly
remember
feel,
this right here?
I honestly feel like bad that women have to go through that. Like dudes just sending y'all random dick pics for nothing out of nowhere. Like I have so many friends that tell me stories all the time about how niggas just send them pictures of their dick just,
Niggas don't send me dick
just
pics.
because the wind blew.
Just because the wind blew, huh?
Like that. I'm sorry, y'all gotta go through that.
You know
That
what?
shit
I
is- that
see
shit
a
is
lot of
trash.
females on Instagram saying certain stuff, and I'm like, sis, that just doesn't happen to me. I don't know what y'all be going through.
So ain't
what
nobody
y'all-
just
Like
sent
what?
you the-
Give us an
Hell
example.
nah.
You get it. You
Everybody
get it.
blam,
on
nigga.
social media.
To
What's
get
your-
to our point, to get back to the topic though, no, like you get what you asked for. Don't waste my time asking
You think
me.
women are asking for dick pics,
No.
bro?
I'm about to say that.
Listen,
bro, you
listen,
about to
listen,
put
listen.
yourself in a
No.
really big
Yeah,
hole.
please
Okay,
put
let me
yourself
put
in.
myself in this hole. When you are Snapchatting pictures of you in your tub, and you are Snapchatting pictures of you twerking that ass, and all I can do is helicopter this dick in these sweatpants, you have just asked for the reciprocal.
The reciprocal of shaking that ass.
The reciprocal of shaking that ass is trying to helicopter this dick in these sweatpants. We know that's not gonna happen.
But that person.
But it's gonna be a great image for you to see.
But that person didn't ask for that directly from you. If you don't,
I didn't ask.
something, I'm not gonna give it to you.
I didn't ask for ass.
Some niggas can't helicopter though. They just got like a sprinkler.
I didn't ask to scroll down my timeline and see booty cheeks flopping open and closed, and booty cheeks smacking like this. So when I seen you this motherfucking Sloan slanging back in these sweatpants, then.
But they be pulling that down though.
What you mean?
I feel like they'll pull a nigga's pick down if he's slinging that stick around.
Yeah.
But they'll leave the ass
Pulling it
shaking.
down if he's slinging that stick around.
It's just like we can wear our shirts off. It's just like men can wear their shirts off on the ground, but women can't wear their shirts off.
Exactly.
Yeah. But
it's just like if you see, like if you see a little girl out in the if a little girl is in the front yard playing with no shirt on, it's like don't nobody see a problem with that because she's a girl and she ain't developed. Don't look at me weird for this.
No.
But I'm just saying.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Like a little.
But no, it's just a perspective thing. Yeah, like it's people look at certain things when it comes to women, they hold that to a different degree from a man. You know what I'm saying? So
and that's why I say don't waste my time, because if you out here twerking that ass, then you are out here soliciting pussy.
No, just because a woman wants to shake her ass does not mean she's soliciting something to you. Unless she asks for it from you directly. She did not ask for a response.
Because women shake ass all the time,
I don't want to say it like that. I don't want to say it like that.
bro. In the age
unless
of
she sent that shit to you
right
directly. Now, if she's DM it straight to you, that means she's asking for you to send something back.
Can I tell you guys a story?
I'm just saying,
tell
bro.
us a story, MJ.
So on my 27th birthday, I was in Miami, and this by far was one of my most favorite birthdays. I had a really great time, right? So there was a video of me dancing, and someone, I think my best friend, she put it on Snapchat. And someone, actually you guys know this person, they DM'd me and they said, MJ, you need to take that down. And I said, take what down? And they were like, you twerking, like you need to take that down. And I was like, why? I said, first of all, it's my birthday weekend.
And I'm a grown ass woman.
Yeah,
do what the fuck I want.
I said, it's my birthday weekend, and these aren't videos that I put out. Like, I was completely covered. Yeah. And
you gotta cover that up, man. Ain't nothing hold that.
So anyway, he said, and I respect his perception of who he thinks I am, or trying to put me on that pedestal, whatever it might be. But he said, there's a lot of women and young girls who look up to you on the platform that you have as a poet, and I don't think that you doing a video of you twerking is like reflective of that. I said, first of all, I don't sign up to be a role model. I am who I am. And secondly, me being a poet, me being conscious doesn't, it's not going to be diminished by me having a good time on my birthday weekend.
Exactly.
Right?
And
I said, also, let's not pretend the same category that you guys are trying to put conscious women in, of calling us Jill Scotts and Erykah Badu's and all this other shit. These are the same women who can shake that ass. And that's exactly what I do want to do.
Still
want like we can't, it's like, there's a polarity, like we just can't be both.
And that shit is whack as fuck.
Like I really...
And that's why Charles Barkley, back in the day during the early 90s, he coined the phrase, I am not a role model. Let me speak into the mic. But he coined the phrase, I am not a role model.
I am not a role model.
And the thing is, he knows that, yeah, I'm a celebrity. Yeah, I'm in the NBA. I'm on national TV every other night. But don't look at me as somebody that's perfect. Don't look at me and try to model after me like I'm just the nigga that's just, you should grow up and aspire to be this guy. No, right. I'm a celebrity. I can ball. I got game. I'm on national TV, but nigga, I'm still imperfect. I do a lot of shit that people gonna look down upon.
Those are the things that come with being a celebrity, but that doesn't necessarily mean you have to change who you are. Like just because I'm a poet doesn't mean, okay, I absolutely have to do this. Mm-hmm. Now,
it's the same
that same person who was telling me not to be and act this way, was
sliding in the DMs.
Sliding in my DMs.
I knew
you know what I'm saying? And
I
was a
knew
nasty
it.
nigga
Slipping
low
and
key.
sliding on things like an
He
ice
was a
skater.
nasty nigga low key.
And it's the same thing that I say with guys talking to girls, you know what I'm saying? Like, you want that girl who is getting that master's degree. You want that girl who is, you know, trying to be very conscious. But I also want that girl who don't give a fuck about the consciousness of herself as she's trying to gargle these parts of me
I knew he
within
was
her
gonna
throat
take his
and
time.
choke herself.
See,
I'm
look,
just saying.
Look, bro, this is what I feel like. It's nothing wrong. It's the way you do it. Like MJ, you look at yours and then you compare yours liking to somebody that ain't got no goddamn clothes on. Busting that whole thing wide open for the whole world to see. And it's not even on that level, but it's saying you can be successful, you can be a great woman and an example, and still bust that thing open every now and then. You deserve to be able to do that.
Bro,
fully clothed.
don't waste my
Or,
time.
however you want
Don't
to.
waste my time with trying to put me
In a box.
When I say this all the time, you guys want a lady in the streets because you guys will not take a certain type of woman to the cookout.
No, yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You guys are not gonna take a certain type of woman to the cookout.
I mean, yes, a nigga would.
No, to the cookout. to the cookout, like anybody can go to the cookout. Because you just
Anybody could come to the cookout, but I'm just
you
saying.
can show off for
look.
Your uncle be like, boy, that's
It's a certain but it's a certain type of woman that you take to the cookout where you know she's gonna be there longer. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna introduce everybody.
She gonna come to the next
people.
cookout.
You feel
That's
me?
why I say the waste.
She
of
gonna
time.
come to one of them.
The waste of time also comes from guys saying, "All right, so this is the type of woman I'm gonna date, but this is the type of bitch I'm gonna be attracted to." You know what I'm saying? And niggas waste girls' time like that, and that's the same thing. I feel like women waste niggas' time like, "Oh, I'm gonna date this nigga with this type of money, but I'm gonna fuck this nigga who's slanging this type of dick."
And that's your business.
Well, what is it? What is the deciding factor that makes people feel like their time was wasted?
That's a good question.
That's a great question.
That's what we need to really hammer
If
on.
you guys want to call in, 310-955-4966.
Say that again.
How
time
are they feeling?
Just like that was a perfect example to me. How I put it the first time. I don't know how to put it no other way. When I said it's
what about from a business perspective? When it comes to money,
especially studio time.
Because wasted time don't just happen with trying to get it.
Because studio time ain't cheap, nigga.
Yeah, even shit like that, like business.
Especially out here. I don't know what it's like in Baton Rouge.
I mean, yeah, like if you talk to a nigga today and be like, man, look, what you got going tomorrow? I'm trying to get in the studio. Oh man, I'm free, bro. I ain't got nothing to do. Look, hit me around 7. We can get in that thing, make it do what it do. It's gonna be official. Okay. 7 o'clock. I mean, you know the time. You hit the nigga up. He ain't answering the phone. I mean, you keep calling nigga phone, he ain't answering the phone, whatever. You send him text, man. Look, man, you told me 7 o'clock. I'm trying to get in here. What's up?
Right.
Nigga still ain't responding. He hit you up the day after.
My bad, bro. I had to bend some corners. I had to this and that.
Why? I mean, like.
I was laid up, dog. I had my face in it.
You making up all these excuses when you could have just sent me that text when I text you at 7 o'clock and just.
So you could have did something else with your time. That's what I'm talking about. Complete waste of time. Complete.
Oh, you know, you probably got a nigga to be like, man, look, just pull up at 7 o'clock. You know I'm gonna be here. Like
you pull up and a nigga ain't nowhere to be found.
Cause I got a homie that rap, and this nigga we have been kicking it for a couple hours. This nigga cut out, and I'll be like, where you going, bro? He's like, oh man, you know what I'm saying? I had already booked this studio session. He had booked this shit the month before.
Right.
Like that's how like he invests his money, and he like, nigga, I gotta make this shit because my money is already put down.
That might be a thirsty studio, but go ahead.
Well, I mean, it's like it's big time rappers go to this studio too.
Oh, okay.
So he put his money down. So he like, nigga, I gotta be here. But this nigga went, hammered out his little session, and then came right back because that's how much he's on it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like it's some niggas that they just play with their time, and it's like, nigga,
a lot of niggas run a tight ship.
Like money, you can get back. You can always make your money back. If you lose $1,000, you can make that $1,000 back and be like, all right, well, shit, I was tripping off of that, but you can't get that time back.
I encounter that
at all.
a lot, like being, I think just being a female and just trying to work, period. Like you encounter different situations where niggas are trying to flirt and not work. And like
that's
I've encountered that
nigga.
so many times.
That's a cliff note right there,
I've
nigga.
encountered that so many times where I've worked with certain individuals and they will waste my time and waste my money because they think that flirting with me is gonna smooth over the fact that I need my product back. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm trying to get shit done.
Right.
And it's like, I'll be the first to tell you, like, I'm not gonna flirt, I'm gonna work. So you need to choose one, and I don't mix both. Period. Because it always ends up as a bad cocktail, and it's like it's gonna be wasted money, and you're never gonna get straight to the point.
Damn.
So that would
MJ,
be my
your
opinion.
figurative speaking right now.
That would be my opinion to
She
my
shoot
advice
me
to
directly.
women.
Nigga, somebody out there done fucked up. For real.
It's a lot of dudes. It's a lot of dudes who, after I'm done working with them, it's like, oh yeah, you know that. No, I don't want to hear the oh yeah, you know. Sorry, bro.
Especially
and that doesn't even work because then they end up.
Because you don't know and you don't want to know.
That's why they say what? Don't mix business
with pleasure.
Man.
It really, but look though, it really be so many attractive women who come at a nice, attractive man like myself, and it's like they act like they want to do work.
That nigga got it embellished.
No, I'm just saying, man. No, they act like they want to do work.
That nigga selling me the cart before the horse. What's up?
Listen, no, they act like they want.
Beautiful.
I'm trying to walk in the steps of my young co-host. I'm just saying, when they act like
He
this,
not talking about y'all either.
I'm trying to walk in the steps of my co-host. So listen, when these women come at me the way they do, and I'm just like, man, I just want to work. Why are you trying to waste my time? Like, why are you here? I'm trying to upload content, and you trying to get me to upload things without a condiment. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you gotta put mustard and mayonnaise on this motherfucking bread before you eat this sandwich, and that's how it makes sense.
What?
Right?
No, that's not how it makes sense.
Bro, I don't even understand that analogy.
It's like, what the fuck?
He lost me.
When these women,
that's a definition of getting lost in the sauce. That nigga was lost all the way in that shit.
But no, I do feel it for women though, because I'm saying like dudes really do go at attractive women and they claim that they want to do work, especially photographers. The nigga, like, you know, they had these girls doing pizza shoots.
But you know what's crazy? I'm gonna give y'all real game. Once again, more game for y'all ass. Look, don't do the shit. It's so simple. Be patient. You keep waiting and you keep being cool around these. Eventually, one of them is going to come around that actually is genuinely interested in you, and then you really win it. It's about not being thirsty, waiting your time. At the right moment is going to come when you can get it. It's what are you focused on? Focus on that bread. Build that business relationship, because that one's going to bring you two, going to bring you three, going to bring you four, going to bring you more.
They also say if you don't go for what you want, then you know what I'm saying?
But is it what you want or what you need? Stop going for what you want and go for what you need.
I mean, but it's all the same to me.
To me, it ain't the same. It's a lot of things I want but don't need. There's a lot of things I need.
I don't care how rich you
are. I'm gonna go for that first.
Warren Buffett still has people who's trying to waste his time, and it goes back to what Jaleel.
But you have to be able to manage your time.
No, what Tori just said. If I make $200,000 a year,
$200,000 an hour. Say you got that kind of money and that kind of time, because that's the most valuable time. When you making that much an hour, you can't waste my time.
Okay, and that's what I'm saying. But that's exactly what I mean. If I'm making $500, even $500 an hour, it's whatever we talking about for this hour with me, my nigga. It need to benefit me in
what I'm about to miss.
Exactly, and what I'm missing in talking to you, and what I'm missing in being around, and what I'm missing is like and it's not always monetary.
So is it worth fucking off your business time to pursue some pussy?
That's why I say,
or to pursue a likely relationship, or is it better to focus and get your bread and value your time more than your dick?
That pussy that you fucking might have a heart attached to it, who cares about your career a little bit more than you do and keep you out of trouble sometimes. That might be that piece
Even
that you need. That dick that woman is chasing, who doing that for, might be the guidance that she need to put her on the right path and say you don't need to do this. And that's why I say,
if you fuck around and send her a dick pic right after y'all just finished talking business, then you're fucking up. But are you talking to her? Y'all having conversations? Are you really trying to learn about her to show her, instead of tell her, I want you, show her that you are worthy of her wanting you back?
And that's the point, Jalil. That's why I say when people are wasting time, niggas ain't even going. Niggas are going at the whole situation. I don't even, just like MJ said, I don't even see why people would try to do business with people they're trying to be in relationships with.
Sometimes it doesn't happen that way. You know
And other times it becomes a wonderful thing. Like there's
sometimes it doesn't happen that way. You guys could just be working together, and that's happened to me too, where I did have a professional relationship with somebody, and then we ended up dating.
How do you separate the time? How do you separate the time in being? How do you separate time wasted and time relationships?
Time wasted is when that person cannot separate the two. That's where my time was wasted, where I had a project that was really detrimental to me and really important to me, and they pretty much allowed their feelings to surface, and they ended up sabotaging the project.
That'd be the biggest teller sometimes. When it's something that the other person can't win on, like, 'cause I learned that in my last relationship. When it's something that the other person can't win on, that's how you really tell what they riding for and what they're really there for. When it's something that there's nothing that they could gain or lose from it, and it's all for you, how they react to it and how they feel about it can definitely tell you what kind of person they are, what they mean to you, or what you mean to them.
That's true.
Because some people will value that shit, and other people will hate on it and put little shit in your ear to throw you off. You won't even notice it at that moment. It'll be while you in the middle of something important, and you like, fuck, I'm thinking about this, and you make the wrong decision because you done thought about something she said to slick throw you off.
True shit.
I'm at the age now, like any of the ladies who are listening right now, if you're confused about that person, or you guys are like in an I don't know kind of phase, your time is being wasted, sis. Because that man should set his intentions. I've said it before on the show. I feel like he should set his intentions. Don't waste your time.
But what if you set your intentions?
The women be wasting intentions.
What if you set your intentions, but you intentionally let it be known that you're there and you see it and you appreciate it, but it's not the time for that?
I don't get it, bro.
That's a big one.
Tori, get what I'm saying. What I'm saying is,
I don't get what you're saying.
You let somebody know. You let somebody know. I see you. I'm interested.
Let me explain.
But right now ain't the time to jump on that.
Let me explain it. Let's just say this young lady, or this person is in a situation. Okay, she's going to school, or she's in the army, or she's whatever. You know what I'm saying? She's involved in something else, and it's like,
what if she has a career?
A career
that just doesn't allot the time for
exactly. It doesn't allow the emotional time that a man needs or whatever. And it's like, I want to be serious with you. It's not even the fact.
And that's vice versa.
Exactly.
Exactly.
It's things in this person's life that is keeping me from being all in. I might need you to be able to stay. You still gotta go home to your husband. You know what I'm saying?
This nigga.
I'm just saying, it's just situations.
Bro, you had the most wonderful and brilliant statement.
I thought that was going somewhere.
And you fucked it all off when you said she had a husband.
Okay, if I said her
parents, I mean, hey, you never know. You never know.
Would it have been better?
No.
What the fuck?
On some real shit, they could be separated.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Legally, that's still her husband.
You gotta get home. You gotta get home so you don't have to pay more on the
what is it that you're trying to say, bro?
I'm just saying.
All jokes aside,
you could be in a position to where it's just like this relationship or however I'm feeling about you.
It could be something, but there's something in between.
It's something that's stopping it from moving where we want to go.
You literally just set your intentions. It's about communication.
Exactly.
That doesn't mean hold on, Lil, before you jump down my throat. Wait.
Whoa. I would never.
Put it back in your pants, Lil.
Pause. What I mean is, it doesn't mean that there aren't going to be situations that arise, you know, like careers and distance and stuff like that. It's that communication just needs to be open. When you open up communication, then you can set your intentions. Like you could be telling the girl that you're dating, like, you know what, I see that you really trying to be focused in school. I want you to do that. I don't think we ready for a relationship, but I want to continue, you know, to fuck with you.
'Cause
there it is.
Exactly.
You set your intentions.
Yeah.
But it's like if you don't know how to communicate, or you didn't even open up the door to even say just that,
right.
Sis, if you're in the I don't know state or phase with this man, let it go.
But if you know and you know it's not the right move at that moment, that's fine. fine as long as it's communicated. But the issue is when the communication fades or it withers or it gets misconstrued because your own feelings get into balance. Even though somebody's told you their intentions and you know that what they're saying is true, if they
gave you the game from the jump.
So the cliff note is really you wasting time by not communicating with him.
Hey, I've been saying this.
Motherfuckers don't know how to communicate.
I've been saying this since the first episode we ever had. My favorite word, I say it every damn episode, communication. It is key and it is vital to our survival as humans, not just in a relationship stance, but in everyday business life. You have to communicate. Without communication, that's why we have war.
Do you feel, and I want to go to this.
It's not my fault I live what did you say? A sensational life.
A sensational life.
But
as I continue to live it.
And one of these problems that we said it earlier when we was talking about, people coming from communities or coming from situations where they don't know how to, interact in life and deal with their emotions and their problems. A lot of people don't know how to communicate. They come from households where they had to been shut up or they say, interjecting or whatever the fuck this, I can't let you finish your idea before I talk. I gotta jump in. I know what you finna say. Don't say no wait. I know what you about to say. As being even as good as we are on communication, as being communication, is being something that we taking as a profession. We have an issue with letting people talk and saying things at times. Yeah. And communication is the biggest issue.
Yeah.
In all things, right?
Even if you had the best, because most of the time, and I can admit it myself, I get excited, a little razzle-dazzled every now and then. You excited and you want to get like, nigga, I know exactly what you're saying. I want to agree with you so bad. I just want to cut you off, but I don't mean it in a disrespectful way type shit. I get you, bro.
And that's the same way that I say, like, people can say, like, you wasting somebody's time because it can never be communicated in the fact, how you said, I'm trying to let you know what we doing. I'm letting you know where we going. I'm letting you know how this is happening. But if you're assuming something about me, you're making me be a person that I'm not even am.
I'm not even am.
Woo!
Ain't that a good one?
I'm
not
not
even
am.
I fucked with that one, my brother.
Did that make sense for real?
It did. No, yes, sir.
I'm not even am.
I'm not even am.
I'm not even am.
Could you literally write that on paper and it made sense?
It would not, bro. But in that context, everybody understood you.
It would make sense to depend on who's saying the shit.
Yeah, and you said it perfectly right.
But we was
perfectly wrong, but perfectly right.
We followed you. It's just the grammar was a little off.
Yeah.
But we understood
the
you. We comprehend.
Was clear.
It's comprehension because people can read.
On time with that sentence.
Right.
No.
Because it's not always literal vocabulary. Sometimes it's context. And
English is the youngest language in the world.
Yes, it is.
But people can read good as a motherfucker, but some people just don't comprehend well. We was able to comprehend well.
Say that there.
Comprehension is key.
It ain't always the vocabulary. It's the retention.
Before we head out.
Nigga gonna be saying that shit.
I'm not even there. I'm not even there. I'm not even there. I'm not even there.
Put that shit on the shirt. I'm not even there.
I'm not even there.
Before we head out, I have a question for our guests. We have to ask all our guests this question, G. So this is the last question of the night. So let's say there's a jar. There's 3 superpowers in there. You get to be invisible for a day. You can read minds, or you can teleport to any era. Anytime, any era.
I'll be invisible.
Why?
Because I'm going in the bank and I'm getting
all that money. No, I swear, I could have bet $1 million.
But the money not gonna be invisible.
It don't matter.
The money gonna be blown the fuck out of there.
No, check this out though. They can't see you. So you robbing the bank.
Do you know how hard it's gonna be for floating money
to get away?
But
bro, they just gonna stop the money.
Look, it don't matter.
Nigga, it's gonna be niggas with you all trying to net.
Forget invisible. You gotta be able to teleport.
Bitch,
it'll be different with them seeing you grab the money versus they just seeing floating money. People not just gonna chase the floating.
Yes, they are, bro. It's floating money. Niggas gonna chase floating money.
It depends on how much you take. It just depends on.
Now, if you got an invisible bag,
how tall are you?
I ain't that fucking tall.
If I see money flying around at 5'7",
I'm gonna stop.
It's a nigga holding that money.
I'm about to tackle.
It's a nigga holding
It's a
that money.
nigga holding
I'm
that
about
money.
to tackle 5'7" money.
Exactly. Fast.
You gotta figure out a way.
It all depends on how you do the shit. Like
That's what I'm saying. You need an invisible bag, or you need to be able to touch things and make them invisible too. It's got to be some kind of give in it.
Nigga, you gotta
I
pose.
didn't give that. Yeah, I didn't give.
G,
that
I got a question for you, my brother. I know you do music. You got a track. You got one track that you could do that's supposed to be the most epic of your career.
Yeah.
All right. You got to pick one nigga to produce, one nigga on the hook, and then another nigga on the verse. Who your top three?
Your dream song.
You said a nigga on the hook, a nigga on the verse, and what else?
And a nigga on the beat.
Yep, to produce it.
Hook, verse,
beat.
The ultimate collab.
For you.
Chorus and beat.
You in the song, of course.
Hook in the chorus.
Who
I
with
mean,
you?
hook in the. Wait, what?
Hook features beat.
I thought it was hook.
Yeah.
Or just hook.
Yeah.
Hook verse beat, nigga.
I ain't gonna lie. I put Chris Brown on the hook.
Smart man. That's
a
money.
good. That's a
automatic.
good choice.
Kanye to do the beat.
Okay.
And I would put Jeezy on the motherfucking verse.
That's
a motherfucking banger.
That sound like that one's.
That sound like
what you gonna title it?
I don't know. I probably do some different shit because a lot of people be like, why you rap about pussy so much? So like for real, like it'll be some shit that'll.
Hey, call that shit. Call the song Snowflake, and then talk about how pussy is different like snowflakes. I got you right there.
It's all about the title. And
Snowflake, and then niggas think we talking about snow, and then Jeezy feature because he the snowman.
Right.
I got you. That's my 3% right there.
You trying to get this nigga Bill Cosby? Cause you talking about
Hell
snowflakes.
No, bro.
This is all white girl. What you talking
No,
about?
I'm talking about snowflake because how snowflakes there's not one that's the same. He talking about different pussies, how pussies are like snowflakes.
Oh.
And then you feature Jeezy, who was known as the snowman.
Okay, good.
I'm just saying that's a hit right there. That's the whole concept. And then Chris Brown is a ladies' man, so you gonna tie it all the way in. That's a hit. That's Billboard 100.
I get it. I get it.
Hey.
I see y'all hit.
We really ain't had to break it down like that, but I answered.
Thank you, G. Thank you.
I mean, because it really brought down to like what we all put our minds into while we in the studio. But I think that'll be a dope ass collaboration.
Hell yeah. That's a good collab, bro.
But G, you got any cliff notes you want to drop to the people about wasting time? Anybody you want to tell to stop wasting your motherfucking time?
Man, I just gotta say, be honest, cause everybody wants somebody that's gonna be honest. That's what they say. I mean, but everybody just don't be honest. Like, back to what I said. Like, if I'ma just say, if I'm going to approach a woman, like, just tell a nigga, like, okay, even if you just gonna lie, I'd rather you not waste my time and just say, look, I got a nigga. I'ma just turn around and go my opposite way versus you just, okay, yeah, here go my number, and I'm hitting you up, but you not answering or whatever. So I'm like, well, damn, why the fuck she gave me a number?
Right.
Like, she knew that she
you
was
responding to
gonna do this
me sitting next to your nigga.
Like, she knew she was gonna avoid me, but she still gave me her fucking number.
I dig it. I dig it. Any projects, anything you got coming up that you want to tell the people about?
Oh, I got a big project coming up, Baton Rouge to Bumpton. That's one of my biggest projects. Like, all my people from Compton, and of course I'm from Baton Rouge, and you know they call Compton Bumpton. But we was in a big movement together, you know.
It's a certain group that call them Bumpton.
Yeah.
So
It is.
That ain't a universal term, but
certain people of persuasion.
But it's a movement that we was in together, you know what I'm saying? And my Bumpton family was the ones that was there the most for me, you know what I'm saying, when I was going through what I was going through. And it was just a Baton Rouge to Bumpton thing. So we decided to come up with a song called Baton Rouge to Bumpton. We drafted, I put YG Hootie on there. I don't know if y'all familiar with him.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna try to shoot a dope ass video to it and just be looking forward.
Sure.
Make sure y'all get that nigga 9boy up in that video, man.
Who that?
Oh, nah, boy, I'm hop on the real.
That nigga had the motherfucking heavy bike out there.
You saw him?
See, that nigga had the motherfucking bagger out there. I'm like,
and did a
Willie on that motherfucker? Like, nigga, I didn't know everybody was doing those.
That boy Willie in that thing, man.
But ain't you gonna fuck the backup on that?
He ain't go that far back.
Nah, he only willy for
know
like
how
a
to
couple
control
seconds,
it.
but
But that's balanced like a motherfucker
Nigga.
to hold that, because you can't let it go too far back either.
yeah, man.
boy,
Hey,
cold,
shout to that
man.
man. That man,
That nigga live for the thrill of it.
hell.
MJ, what you got popping off? Come on with that. Ooh, stop,
just
stop,
the-
shake that ass. Shake that ass. Come on, everybody, shake that
Push experience coming.
Just the
Oh, my mama, that
next
motherfucker around
event.
the corner.
The next
What you
event for
doing?
Push Experience LA is the Lockout. It's on
Niggas-
July 20th.
Niggas be really looking forward to that.
I'm
shit,
looking.
Hey, cause that, hey, I went to my first one. That shit was.
So,
Enjoyed myself.
yeah, Push Experience LA, we're going to have another event called The Lockout. It's a function. And it's really simple. We're just taking you back to just showing up to the dance party, functioning, and going home.
Is it how the lock-ins used to be back in the day?
How so?
Like when I was living in Mississippi, we used to have lock-ins, and then basically you would go to the church at like 10, and they'll lock you in, but it'd be fun. They playing music, all kind of fun, dancing. And
Yeah,
stuff,
that's
until
kinda-
like 6 in the morning.
That's
You
kind
gotta
of the
get there
concept.
before a certain time.
Before a certain time, and then
Or
they
you
lock the
can't
doors,
get
and you
in,
can't get
and
out.
You can't get out.
It's kind of, it's kind of the concept behind it.
So if niggas don't show up at a certain amount of time,
You can't get in.
it's
I
gonna
mean,
be
if
turned
it's,
down.
If it's gonna be packed. It's gonna be packed. That's really it. But yeah, I just want to take you guys back to the day where, you know,
Girls were shaking that ass without
We
deodorant
just-
because they didn't know they hit puberty yet.
we
They still
just
must-
show
but
up,
put
we
the deodorant
dance,
on.
have a good
This
time.
nigga
There's
Cliff,
no
man.
guest list. There's no VIP, no bottles. This and that. You just show up.
And show out.
Yeah, show up and
With a
show
fit
out,
on.
and you don't
Sweat
even
that-
have to be. And a lot
sweat
of
your
people are
weave
like,
out.
"Well, I don't dance," and this and this and that. I'm like, just show up. We're just gonna have good vibes.
But no wallflowers.
So basically,
Come through
don't
and shake
put a crazy fit on, because if you sweat it out, that's
No
You
heels
gonna be
on.
mad, right?
Come through and shake it like you used to do before you knew you got mustard.
Put your party shoes on.
Yeah. Toy, what you got popping?
Where your right guard, not your left, man.
Shit.
Y'all can follow me on Twitter, Instagram. It's T Rich. That's _T with 2 E's _Rich. And y'all make sure y'all tune in to Cliff Notes. Tell your friends, family, cousins, all that.
Yeah.
All them.
Come on, young Lily, what you got popping?
Be on the lookout for Trap Man.
Come on, Trap Man.
Man. Who am I? I forgot who I was for a second. Oh, it's your boy, young lady, aka the Black MacGyver, also known as Mr. 420 himself. Man, what do I have coming up? I got a lot of stuff I'm working on and I'm not even legally allowed to talk about. But
Why did you bring it up, nigga?
He lives a sensational life that nobody else knows about.
say that one more time. You know
He
what I'm
lives a
saying?
sensational life nobody else knows about.
And honestly, this summer is going to be one of the biggest summers ever. By the end of this summer, I'll be able to talk about a whole lot more and share with y'all. But just know, keep me in your thoughts and not in your prayers, because I don't need everybody praying for me.
I'm gonna pray for you, Lily.
Oh, you say you
I appreciate you praying for me, but some people's energy don't need to be lent towards mine.
I got you.
about to get your battle right, huh? By the end of the
Oh man, I'm working on it. You know what I'm saying? I'm working on it. I'm gonna
Get
be a
that
little
body
bit,
right.
little bit more handsome.
A little bit more handsome.
God
Little bit more.
bless.
Y'all already know, man. At this current moment,
Cliff the present.
yeah. Man, y'all just make sure y'all tuning in. I'm trying to link with these companies to do some fucking vlog work. So you might see me doing some acting things and see me looking real chipper and saying things like this and talking in voices that you never heard me say.
With his California accent.
Yes,
shit, look at
because
you.
I am trying to get this motherfucking bread.
Hey,
You already know.
y'all make
What's
sure
up?
y'all tell people to send their music in, man. If you watch the show and you want your music spent, man, y'all send your music in, man. CliffNotesRadio@gmail. We
need
love to
that.
have it.
Yeah, man.
Y'all motherfuckers get at us if you got music videos and shit. We gonna play it over the breaks.
Cliff Notes
Play it at the
Radio.
beginning of the show, the end of the show, man.
If it's
You
trash,
got it.
If it's
We
trash, you
want
gonna
it,
know.
CliffNotesRadio@gmail.com. Give us express consent to use that shit. If you watching and you got a friend to do music, send this shit to them and then tell them so they can send the shit to us.
That there.
Yes.
Let us scratch your back so you can scratch ours and we can all eat and make money together.
Exactly.
You watching this video, so that means somebody else gonna watch this video. So that means somebody else heard your friend. So listen.
You sitting on the couch, you ain't doing nothing. You know what
Get
I'm
your
saying?
motherfucking ass up right now. The number to call is 310-955-4966. Cliff Notes Radio. You can get your life together today, nigga. You ain't gonna have holes on your motherfucking couch no more. You kick them out and everybody playing B pill. We gonna go ahead and kick this motherfucking show out. We gone, y'all.
Put it in a motherfucking smoothie in the morning. We out.
We gonna take y'all out with the homie Jason Cash. Gangsta Party. Shout out to the homie J Cash.